High schoolers, and in this video I am just going to be recording myself for one entire hour and not making any edits, any retakes. We're just going to see what happens. So I have a lot to do in this video, and I thought, why not start off with some original thing, and let's read some comments. So I haven't got as many comments as I usually do, so if you do want to comment, make sure you do that. But let's start off. So the first one was making a Snapchat filter Caitlin's birthday party, which was for my sister's birthday party. We made a Snapchat filter for her. I thought it was kind of interesting. Not a good video, I found out now. I guess people did not like that one. Anyway, someone said, happy birthday, Caitlin. That's nice. And then, let's see. Someone said, why is this video so good? Real person? I don't know. Then someone said, why did you call it spinning random things and not guard? Long story, but there is no reason, really. And then it was the future of this channel. So that was the time where I announced for the summer I'd only be posting one video per month as an update video. And that person said that comment. I feel like there was more on that video. A lot of my comments got taken down after like YouTube did its child thing. So a lot of my comments aren't here, which is why I'm not going to have as many to read. But yeah. And then one, yay, just random. I love this video. Someone said very cool. And then this is pretty awesome. Sub, not going to say what that is. Oh, wait, that was on comments I haven't responded to. I would have edited that if I could. Then someone said, thanks for this. Keep entertaining your fans. I really want to be YouTube friends. Okay, so if you see a comment like this, do not trust it. That person copies and pastes that message to a bunch of small YouTubers because they want attention. It's not real. Got the same thing on the same video. Want to be friends. Random person. Don't do it. Someone said, hi, Davis. Hi. And then someone said, your voice is really different from your first video, ... And that's true. That was like over 3 years ago. So yes. Someone said, thanks for showing the filters. My cousin. Okay. I admit. Someone said, lovely content. A guy. Again, that guy is also someone who does the spam. Someone says, best beignets ever. So I made beignets for my French class, which are like these French donuts, and they actually are really tasty. You should watch the video, but they did not spell it nearly right, but whatever. Someone said fantastic Fox vlogs, not my channel anymore. And then let's see what other comments we have here. Here's some more that just loaded in. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Monica. OMG, so cool. Okay. Let's see. I love your video, like, honestly. Okay, thank you for that. Let's see, I already read that one. Oh, by the way, Fox, be active at my channel at any time of June or July because I want you to watch my fantastic vlog. Actually, they have a pretty good channel, so. And then another one said, oh, but Fox, that was when my channel was still called Fantastic Fox Vlogs, so glad that's over. Someone said, hey, remember me. Same person. Like, they did those comments and never commented again. Don't know why. Let's see. Let's keep going. Someone said, stop. Just stop. That's all. Oh, stop doing YouTube. Oh. Okay. Then someone said, says the person with 1 subscriber. Wait, what did I say in response? Okay, I think I auto-responded something. And then someone said, you have 0 subs, so hot. And then they said, you have 0 subs too. Oh, this person. Again, someone who commented 3 times in a row, never commented again. Don't know why. So again, another person said, you have 1 subscriber. Wow, there was a lot of replies on that one video. Okay, and then I said, thank you. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, this was a fun video. This is pretty swell. Someone said, great video on our perfect pumpkin picking, back when I was doing alliterative titles. I don't even know why. Someone said, amazing video. That was back when I did just, like, a bunch of video games on one day and, like, reviewed them. I don't know. I thought it was kind of fun at first, but it, like, there's really not that many. So I can't really do that anymore. Let's see. Wait, is that all of them? I think that's most of the comments that are here. Again, a lot of my comments got deleted. So if you want to see more, I have done comment videos before, and you could go check those out. I mean, they're on my channel somewhere, honestly. So those are most of the comments. Pretty nice, kind of random a lot of the time. I don't even know sometimes with these people, but it's okay. I think that I'm just making sure. I'm sorry, I would totally, like, not do this, but I'm just kind of curious. Okay. Yeah. That's all of them. So, yes. Let's move on to the next section. I actually have all the things that I'm going to be going over today in this notebook. So, next is... Okay. So, I'm going to tell some online school stories because in my high school story time, I didn't talk about them. So, this one happened, like, 10 days ago, and it was just a huge surprise 15 days ago. And, like, okay, so we were in class, and we were just, like, doing our work. He was, like, it was right at the beginning, so, like, everyone was just getting ready for class, and we see that, like, 2 new people have joined, and we're like, okay. And it was weird because their cameras were off, and they're supposed to be on, so they know you're there, and it's not just you're sleeping. I don't know why you'd be sleepy at 12 p.m. anyway. So basically, then they were, like, started to yell at our teacher and say, like, science rules, like the Build I the Science Guy thing, and it was weird. Like, and then they started, like, yelling at our teacher, and it was not a good time. And then they were saying that they were someone, because they looked at just people in our classroom, picked a name, and said they were them. And, like, people were like, what? It is not them. So it was just kind of a crazy thing. And that's just one story. And there's a lot more, but that's been the most, like... when it was happening, I was just like, what is this? I was really confused. Everyone was really confused. The teacher was confused, and no one was having a good time, honestly. So, it was not good. Let's go off with another story time. Oh, okay. So, this is just kind of an annoying thing that was, like, at the beginning of school. So, I woke up about 8 a.m. one day, just woke up on accident. And I'm like, okay, let me go see if my teacher posted anything about the class. Actually, I misspoke. I woke up a few minutes before that. So, they posted nothing, so I'm like, oh, I guess they're just not having class today. So I went back to bed, and I woke up at, like, 10:30. Then I look, and my teacher posted, like, maybe 10 minutes after I went back to sleep, that we were having a Zoom. So I missed the Zoom for that reason. And it's just, like, something that you have to be aware of. And it's like, if that happens, if we do online school next year, which I'm not sure if we are, if that happens, like, that's not a good thing, because you don't know how it's going to be graded. So that kind of thing is not what I like. Let's go over some more stories from online school. And I could do some stories from this year. Oh, I have a good one. I don't know why I didn't put this in my high school story time video. So, okay, let me give you some background info. My teacher does these quizzes, like, she might do one a week, and it's on our vocab. And it's for French class. And you get basically 1 extra point if you make flashcards for the quiz. So I made flashcards. And I took my binder out of my backpack. I don't know why, it was a while ago. And I was walking across the street. And for some reason, all my note cards fell out of my binder. Now I put them in a Ziploc bag for that reason. Cars drove by. But I made extra. So I might not have found every single note card, but I found enough to still get my point. And my teacher thought that story was kind of funny. And now talking about it was funny, but it was It was not fun. It was not fun at first. And I was freaking out. Like, am I not going to get this point because I just dropped all my cards into the street and then cars drove over them? Somehow I got all of them. I don't know. I just don't know. So this next story happened in my history class. So we have an app called, I don't remember what it's called. It's basically like this app where you can check your grades and you can also check your attendance. So I looked and I was like, why does it say I was absent from my class? Because I was there. I haven't missed a day of school yet because I haven't got sick. So I'm like, I asked my teacher and it's the day before the quiz. And like, oh, just go down to the attendance office and get them to take it back. And they're like, oh, you have to go back to your teacher, give them this form, have them sign it, and bring it back to us. Again, like, right before a test. So I had to do all of that. And I was, like, out of breath. And then we started our test. And I'm like, I've got, like, that class, I have a ton of stories in. Like, I might go over this one. It was in my story time. But I just got to go over it again. So we were in class. And we were going over just, like, stuff about the war, about imperialism, so a country controlling another country. And my classmate thought that, like, by where Mexico is, that's where China was, below us. And this just makes you think. They thought China was below us for 15 years. 15. So, I don't know how that works, but they did. And luckily, they know now that it is all the way over there. Even though that might be the other direction, I don't even know. But you know what I'm talking about. So, it's just kind of a funny thing that's, like, makes you think, how? Because you just don't know. You really don't. And then another story from that class is we were in class. And we were just taking notes. And this one girl left to go to the bathroom 10 minutes ago. And then we were told, so someone went to go see, and they were doing TikToks. So we were like, they came back and they said, oh, she's doing TikToks. Do you want me to get her back? And then she actually wasn't doing TikToks. So I don't really know what happened exactly. But there was probably some TikToking, probably some not. If you don't know what TikTok is, I don't know why. Google it. And I do have a TikTok account, but I'm not going to say what it is because it's real cringy. Not like this channel isn't already. So let's see what's next on our list. Okay, we might come back to stories, by the way. And then what I do in quarantine. So I did do my quarantine routine, but that isn't necessarily what I do every day. So what basically happens, so this is updated now. So I usually wake up, if I don't have a Zoom, I only have Zooms Monday and Friday, one at 10 a.m., one at 9:30. So every other day I wake up around 10:30 to 11, and then I will start doing work. I only get work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Tuesday and Thursday are free days, but sometimes I still get work Tuesdays, but never Thursdays. So it's actually not super stressful. It is a lot of work, but it's not insane. So basically what I'll do is I wake up and then like obviously I get ready for the day and then I'll start on my work maybe after I eat breakfast or something. And some of this work takes a long time. Like we were reading To Kill a Mockingbird, which is like a very popular book. The chapters though are over 30 minutes long. 30 minutes long. And we would read 6 chapters a day. Like, for our class, we would get it assigned on Wednesday. And then we would have questions to do after. So I'd be doing work for that class for 4 hours on Wednesday. But on Monday, that is my absolute most busiest day. Because I got a ton of work in 2 classes every single time. I have math, where I basically have to do a quiz. I have to do the notes. I have to do the worksheet, which really aren't that bad. But it takes a while, and then after that, so my math class is at 10 a.m., so it ends at 10:30, let's say. I have that much time to do work till 12, where my next class is, And then I get a ton of work in that class. So I have to kind of manage it out so I can get it all done that day, because I don't want to do it later and then have more work, because it just stacks up. More on that on my quarantine school tips video. I don't know or remember what it's called, honestly. I could look, but it's basically where I go over just some tips to be in quarantine. So I just get a ton of work in that. Top 5 ways to manage online school. So yes, that's what it's called. And it's just like a lot of work to do. And then after that, I'll usually have a very late lunch around 4 or 5. And then dinner around 7 or 8. And I'll play in between, I'll play Roblox. And more recently, because one of my friends plays, I play Fortnite. But I don't play a ton. Maybe like a few hours a day, which might seem like a lot. But it really is not. It is not a lot. So it's not bad. And yeah. I don't know what just happened with that sentence, honestly. Sometimes I get so off track. So basically, I mean, it's not horrible. What am I doing? I honestly don't know anymore. Anyway, after like that, I will like eat my dinner, like I said, and maybe make like cookies or something. I don't know. Then I play more Roblox, and I'm on FaceTime probably half the day, if not more. I'm on FaceTime all the time with like my cousin, some of my friends. I'm just on FaceTime a lot. So yeah, that's what I've been doing since I can't see them at school anymore. I just basically FaceTime everyone. So that's what I do. So that's basically my whole quarantine routine. This is very unprofessional. Okay, so next thing I want to go over is I am actually applying to student council for next year, so when I'm a sophomore, and if I get in, that'd be really good. So I really want to do it, and it would replace choir, so I wouldn't do choir if I got in. And student council has always been something fun for me. So okay, let's get some backstory. So when I was in middle school, there was this thing, and it's basically for 8th graders to mentor 6th graders, and I applied, and I was denied. So I applied to yearbook club. Oh, denied. Like, wow, okay. I'm thinking that's upsetting. And then I'm sorry, I really can't take that. And then I apply to student council. I'm like, okay, am I really going to get into this? So I actually did, and I'm very happy about this because I wanted to be in student council. And I'm happy that I was in, and it's really fun. It was really fun. I did it all 8th grade. And we basically did all these sorts of things. We had pizza one day, like, while we were making blankets for this charity. And it was really fun, and I really liked it. And I'm hoping I can do it again next year. I'm interviewing in a few days. When this video goes up, I will have already interviewed, so wish me good luck. And hopefully I get in. I'm hoping. But who knows, I got denied a lot. I'm also in this thing called Social Justice Club. So this is like kind of one of my extracurriculars. I thought I might go over this. And it's basically this club where we go over a different topic and try to inform about it. So this year it was supposed to be mental health, and we were going to do like a rally, and we were going to do this walk, but Corona canceled everything. So we didn't. But it's still a fun club, and I'm definitely doing it next year along with Key Club and just a different club called Rotary, where you just do stuff. And I basically have a lot to do next year, and I'm hoping to do driver's training online like pretty soon. I think this next one starts in June, so I'm hoping to maybe start in June, because that'd be fun. So yes, wish me good luck on student council. I really hope I get in, because it would be really, really fun. Okay, I'm running out of stuff here. What's next? Wow, I really am. Okay. So I thought I would go over my favorite shows on Netflix real quick and why I like them and why I think you should watch them. So the first one is The Office, and this is a basic show, I know, but it's actually really funny, and I think it's a great show. I've probably watched it 3-4 times, the whole thing, all 9 seasons. I like shows that have a lot of episodes because I don't like to get into a show and then it stops at season 2. So that's why I really like this show. And there's a show very similar to it called Parks and Recreation, and this is another show. And it's basically kind of like The Office, but in a different thing. It's like in government. And I think that's really good too. So I would suggest that. And it just kind of shows that I would watch myself. And those are like the shows I watch. I'm also watching Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt right now because they came out with more stuff. It's okay, I guess. I mean, not my favorite, but it's okay. I don't know. I really don't. So next, I thought I would go over some fun things that I would do in quarantine that basically is easy to do and I think would be fun for you too. So the first one actually I did a video on, and it's called the Left or Right Siri Challenge. And basically you ask Siri to flip a coin. And she'll say, obviously, heads or tails. Heads would be left, tails would be right. So if you want, you can do a challenge where you're driving. Obviously, you would have to have someone drive you. But you can do this challenge. You ask her, flip a coin. She'll flip it, and she'll tell you, and you go left or right. And then you can say, if it's like a four-way and you're going left, right, or straight, you can say, pick a number between 1 and 3. Left is 1, right is 2, 3 is straight. It's kind of a fun challenge, easy to do. Gas is real cheap right now. So, I mean, if you're going to do it anytime, might as well do it now. And it's kind of just a fun thing I was just doing. And another thing I did, actually, it was a video, is I made these cupcakes. It's like baking in quarantine challenge. And you basically just kind of have fun, bake something. I baked cupcakes that, like, said COVID-19 on them. And they were really good, actually. And I don't know if you know this, but I do, like, bake not a lot, but sometimes, and it's kind of fun. So, just something to do, you know. And another thing is, if you were going to make a YouTube channel, you might want to do it now, because you will never have this much free time again. Like, never. So, you might as well start a YouTube channel now. And it's obviously going to be a really hard thing. It's still hard for me, but, like, it just gets easier, and it's kind of fun. Obviously, like, it's hard to find motivation. Like, making this video, I just was like, do I have to? But I am anyway. And I kind of am up with this idea. I thought it'd be fun. So, if you think you could be a YouTuber, you should, and definitely shout me out. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to. Sorry, I'm really thirsty. I know. Trust me. I'm just thirsty. So, another thing you could do, besides YouTube, obviously, is kind of go over stuff for ahead of your class. Like, I've done this earlier. So, you know you're going to have class Monday. And you have a vocab sheet to do. This, like, for languages. You might want to try and fill in as many as you can, and maybe just review it a little bit before class so you can kind of get ahead. Because that can really help you in, like, the long run. So if you want to, like, my favorite thing for online school, and the thing I stand by the most, is do not kind of push things back. Procrastinate. Do not do that. In my top 5 ways to manage online school, it's the 5th way. It's the most important way. So if you are going to procrastinate, just don't do it now. Because it can be really hard, and I know there's a lot of people who aren't getting credit in their classes because they're just like, I'm not going to do it because it's too much. So I would just suggest doing your work as soon as you can, if you can. And it's the best way to get time, to manage your time and get things done. Done. So, okay, what else should we go over for this video? We could also go over... We could go back to stories, actually. So, this first story is actually from a video I did a whole video to explain it, but whatever, I'm going to go over it again. So, this was basically my trip to Punta Cana. And if you do not know, a lot of people have died there now. It was like poisoning. So, do I suggest going? Maybe not. But my story is a little different. Yes, I got poisoning, but not that kind. So, basically what happened is we were going to Punta Cana for spring break. Like, really fun, like, time at the beach. You can go in the waves and stuff. And I went, and if you do not know, you can probably see it on camera. Very pale. Very pale. Very pale. So, I burn very quickly. And this was before I knew something called the UV index. And the UV index, you should definitely Google it. It's a great way to know, are you going to get sunburnt or are you not? So it's on a scale from like 0 to 13. And if it is at 10, if it's at like 8 or above, your chances of getting burned are really way higher. If it's 10 or above, you'll get burned in 25 minutes. So you need to wear sunscreen. And I also didn't know you have to reapply sunscreen every hour and a half. And I wore the same sunscreen all day. And then I went in the water, still didn't reapply it. So you can probably guess what happened. I turned into a lobster. I was very red. I was as red as the YouTube icon, if not redder. So it was basically not good at all. And you're probably like, okay, everyone gets sunburnt. Well, there's more. So there was a buffet. And every night it'd be a different restaurant you go to. And it was the last like full day, and I started getting really sick, and I'm like, why? And I am not okay. So I end up getting super sick, and then on top of that, my sunburn sets in, and I have 2 types of poisoning. Sun poisoning, did not know it existed, but it does. And if you get burnt too much, you will get sick. And food poisoning. I think everyone knows what food poisoning is. Basically, everyone got food poisoning in Punta Cana. Like, when we went. So I was not the only one. And it was not fun to get food poisoning and sun poisoning at the same time. Because I was super burnt and I was getting sick from 2 different ways. And you want to know what I was doing? And during that, I was just staying in bed. I remember vividly watching, like, math videos. I don't know why. I actually do watch them sometimes, like the puzzle kind of ones. I think they're interesting. You've probably seen them. It's like sandal plus handbag plus helicopter equals 15. Helicopter equals 5. Handbag plus helicopter equals 7. That kind of stuff. And it's just kind of fun to watch those. It's called, actually, I do want to shout out a channel. It's called Mind Your Decisions. And they kind of go over all these math riddles. And it's, like, really fun. And there's also this other channel I watch where this girl, like, she once went over Albert Einstein's grades. I really thought he failed, but I guess not. And she kind of goes over, like, complex math things very easily. Kind of like Khan Academy, which I know a lot of people use. Wow, I have never talked to her this long in a row. My throat is dry. I don't know. I really don't. We are at the halfway mark. We're halfway there. That's to be appreciated. So, you know what? I am going to show you something right now because we are halfway there. So, as I told you, I am interviewing in a few days. And I'm going to show you what I'm wearing to the interview. Okay. So, first, I'm wearing this shirt. So, it's a nice Hollister shirt, and it has a collar. And I'm basically just wearing a nice shirt because I want my best chances of getting in. And then also, just, like, pants because, like, they can't see my pants anyway. Because it is a Zoom thing, which I did not know was going to happen until, like, 2 weeks ago. So, we're halfway there. Please say we have more comments or something. Like, I honestly don't know. Let's see. I don't think we do. I feel like we should, though. We should have more comments. I've had so many. I'm very upset that those got deleted. Okay. Let's see. So, basically, why don't I tell, like, a life story? So, right now... No, we do not have more comments. So right now, I am, like, so I gave my brother my charging cube because his wasn't working. And I was supposed to get it back Wednesday. It's been over a week and I still haven't got it back. So I'm going to get that back soon. I know that's random, but I keep a lot of spare chargers. And to not have one is like, I don't know. It's just like my kind of personality to keep 2 of everything. When I'm taking a test, I always have 2 pencils. When I'm doing anything, I will, like, always have a backup of this, a backup of that. Because it's just what you do. What I do, more specifically. And it's It's just what it is. So not having that is not my favorite thing right now. So why don't we go over some of my most popular videos? So my first and my most popular video was the ice bomb challenge. So basically this was, I had this idea in the middle, like right before I was going to sleep, and I wrote it down because I thought it was a good idea. Basically what you do is you get a bag of ice, and then you fill it up with freezing cold water, put the ice in, and then put bath bombs in. And I was like, okay, this could be interesting. And it ended up getting to, I remember it hit 100 views. I was like, wow, thank you for 100 views. It had 500. It eventually got to 1.2 thousand. And that's like as of today. So I'm impressed with that. That's way more than what my usual videos get. But it was eventually overtaken about a year later by the Gymnastics in Jeans Challenge. And spoiler, I will be doing a yoga in jeans challenge because that's a very popular video recently, and I thought, why not try that too? So I will be doing that at some point, sometime, but who knows when. And that video was, it's interesting. I didn't know it would go that viral, but it has 2,000 views. And let's talk about my video that would be my most popular. So I had this video called the Dare or Dare Challenge. And little did I know that doing dares on YouTube is no longer allowed. So I'm like, I didn't know this, but I did it anyway because I didn't know. And I'm thinking, okay, well, this could be fun. So my sister had her friends over, and we were doing it, and the video went viral. It got to I think it had 4,000 views. It was like a fifth of my views. So that I'm like, wow. And as of 5 months ago or something, YouTube took it down. And that's really upsetting because that had some of my most comments on them, most likes, most views, and now I don't even have it anymore. So I'm just kind of upset with that in general. But yes, that was my most viral video that I no longer have, and I don't even have it in my camera roll. So I can't even watch it for myself. Not very fun. The next one would be don't try to make new emojis at 12 a.m. I think it was later actually. And this was a very interesting video. So me and my sister were like, why don't we just try to make new emojis? And I kind of thought this would flop because I made one making new shapes. We don't talk about the making new shapes video because that's embarrassing. Why would I try to make new shapes? That's just weird. And it did not work, and I think it got 2 views. And I know why. That's a horrible video. Thinking about it now, I would never make that video. And that's kind of the exact reason why I switched my uploading to every week. Because when I was uploading every day, it was really hard to think about video ideas. And I had to upload quick, and then I had school. And I definitely could not do that now. Even in quarantine, there's not that many YouTube videos to do anyway. So I thought it was going to get a flop. I thought it'd be a bad video. But it ended up getting 300 views, which is good. And a lot of views, actually. So I'm happy with that. And we basically just made these random new emojis. And probably because the people of Apple took our emojis. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. But they may have. I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it. So the next video is the Puffy Coat Challenge. And this was basically something that my sister saw. And it was a few days before. It was probably about a week before Christmas, 2 weeks. Or 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And we were doing this thing. How many coats can you wear? And we ended up wearing a ton. Lauren won. She wore the most coats. And I thought that was interesting, and it was kind of a fun video. So I'm just going to go over maybe 2 more, and then this is the Taylor Swift, "Oh, Look What You Made Me Do" parody. The I Hate School, which is not even realistic. I don't. I'm going to play it for you right now, and I know that seems crazy, but I'm going to. Look Look at this. This is the most cringy thing ever. Nope. Not showing it anymore. Nope. Stop. Stop. I honestly should delete that video. It's probably, out of all my videos, on the top of the cringy list. And I've got some cringy videos. That was September 13th, 2017. Dang. That's almost 3 years ago. Almost 4 months away from 3 years ago. And that was at the beginning of my channel. Actually, there might be one video that kind of ties for the cringiest. Let me see if I can find it. I want to show you this. This was my very first video. And how cringy it was, the answer is very. Very, very, very. And it is a new channel by, this was back when I was called Fantastic Fox. Look at this. Look at...
And now there will be questions like, what are my favorite YouTubers? What's my favorite games? What console I'm dedicated to?
Wait.
Hello Foxes, it's Fantastic Fox here, and this channel is just being created today.
Oh, God.
I have lots of vlogs on it. I will be doing a Q&A.
Oh. Oh, no. 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 My teeth. My everything. The cringe. That... I'm only a month and 5 days away from not being my 3-year anniversary of my first video. And we are not celebrating that because I don't know how to explain how horrible that video is. On a scale of 1 to the worst thing I've ever seen, it is 10 times worse than the worst thing I've ever seen, if that's possible. I've probably never seen a more cringy video. And I know I said that about the last one, but no, that one is more cringy. I also remember one phrase in particular. It might even play.
There will be questions like, what are my favorite YouTubers?
Okay, why would people be asking me these questions? I think it's at the end.
And anything you want to... if you could also comment...
Wait, was it this?
Cringy right now. I'm recording this.
Yes, here it is. Okay. Full volume. Get ready for this. Get ready for this. I remember this exact phrase to this day.
This will look really cringy right now. I'm recording this on a phone, which probably looks like a potato. If you could also comment some tips on how...
Yeah, I remember that. And I've been quoted from that exact phrase too many times in my life, and would I take it down? No. But should I? Yes, I should take it down. Actually, if I ever went viral, I would probably take it down and start a new channel, because think about all the people that would see that. That's just messed up. I don't know who told me to record in the vertical way where you can't even see the whole thing and record something that is just horrible quality. Somehow it has a lot of views, probably just because it's my first video. But if you want to dislike it, I will not judge you, because I would dislike it if I didn't want to hurt my channel. But I don't know anymore. Watching that video just makes you think, why would he ever post it? You know why I posted it? Because I didn't know I would have a channel for 3 years, and I thought I would do it for that summer. But I thought it was more fun than it would seem at first, and I continued the channel for 3 years. And I'm not sad about it. I think the channel is a fun thing. Having a YouTube channel, it's fun in its own way. Can it be stressful sometimes? Yes. I remember this one time, it was right around exams, and I had a huge test. It was like the test before exam. And I just remember I have to do a video. And I was just thinking, do I have to? And I really didn't want to. But I did. Probably wasn't a good video. And it just makes you like, why post? If you're like not wanting to post, you should decrease the amount you're posting, because that was when I was posting every day, and it's just too much. It's okay if you post every week. It's what I do. And actually, I do want to talk about one more video. So I had this video called 2 hours of homework killing me. 2 hours? That is nothing. 2 hours is, I mean, like when we were in school, we wouldn't get that much. But now we're out of school, that's like this, oh my gosh, whatever. That's like this much of this much homework. So I don't know what I was thinking about how I was not being okay with 2 hours. 2 hours is an okay amount of homework. And if you're in middle school watching this, you will get a lot more homework eventually. So 2 hours is not anything big. You'll get used to it eventually. And yeah, it's, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Anyway, let's just get rid of that video now. I don't want to see my old face. So, watching my old videos is kind of just cringy, like anything I've ever seen before. It's just like, you don't want to, but you do see it anyway. And people watch that part of your channel instead of watching your recent videos. And then they talk about it like, your video quality is in 144p. You know why? Because I recorded on the YouTube page back when it was like my first 2 videos. Of course it is. It's going to be the worst quality you can have because I did not know how to edit. I actually remember I was in this editing phase where every minute I would at least have to put something in the text below the video. I don't know where I got this idea. Actually, I do. Lauren, I don't know why you told me, like, she kind of gave me the idea, and I did that for, like, 3 weeks. It would take me an entire, like, 3 episodes of Netflix to edit a video, because I would do that, and I would do things in slow motion. Like, I remember if I was, like, let's say this is the intro. I mean, I don't know why. It's just an example. Oh my gosh, I dropped something. I would do, oh my gosh, I dropped something. Oh my gosh, I dropped something. I would put it in slow motion. I would make it slower, and then I would do, oh my gosh, I dropped something. I don't know. It was just a phase of editing. I would go through a lot of phases in editing. And I don't know why I would do that. It was weird. And, oh, I just thought, I've got one thing that is very cringy. Should I show it or should I not show it to you? I might show it to you. You know what? I'll show it to you, but I don't want to. It's going to take me a second to find it, but basically, let me give you some backstory. Like, I have this entire video. This video should just call the backstory story, because that's all I put on it. Like, I mean, that's what you gotta do. Gotta do a whole hour. So, let's open the app. It's a photo. Oh gosh, it's there. Okay. So, I can't really turn this around, so it's not gonna look the best. Oh, wait, I'm gonna get copyright striked. Okay, it's gonna look even weirder because I can't play sound. I'm sorry, my brother just closed my door. No. Do not play it, do not play it, do not play. Sorry, I don't want to get copyright striked. I literally got copyright striked in one of my videos for it was my birthday video, for having the audio in this quiet of a level, so you cannot be too careful. Okay, so here's the backstory. My cousin is in a dance class, and, you know, obviously they're doing assignments still. One of her assignments was just to choreograph your own dance, but you are more likely to get all the credit and get extra credit if you do the dance with someone else. Noted, my cousin lives in California, all over there. So, this was like, okay, I guess I'll do it. And she had no one else to do it. I'm like, okay, fine. So we were going through songs, and I showed her a Ches dance. If you don't know, Ches was an app where you do all these sorts of dances, post videos, Vine, TikTok, kind of combined. but somehow reason it's taken down. They haven't answered my emails, and I had a cryptocurrency in there. I know, I literally had this much Bitcoin in there that was worth probably $1 less. But here's the video. This, it's gonna look super weird because I'm not dancing to a song, but oh no. Nope. Oh gosh. No, no, no. No, no. No, stop. Stop it. No, no. Oh my gosh. If you're wondering, this is to Ellie Goulding Lights. Get ready. Dive. Dive. Literally a dive. What kind of move is that? I do that move like 13 times in this dance. Oh, no. Stop. Oh, I'm sorry. This is cringy, but she needed extra credit, so. It looks better to music, honestly. And obviously I edited it, so it's on time with my cousins. They did get extra credit. I didn't think I would ever show that video to anyone, but I just showed it to you. If you're watching this video, you deserve to see that. Honestly, I don't think anyone is still watching at this point. If there's even one person, that would make me so happy. So say the 50-minute gang, because you're almost at 50 minutes of this video. So that was about the cringiest thing I've done on quarantine. And obviously it sounds better. It's like, lights, lights, lights. And, like, this move looks so weird out of context. Dive! Literal dive. Literal dive. It's because it was when I'm alone. So, I was like, okay, why don't I just dive out of the camera so you're alone? Idea. Execution. Sometimes you wonder. Sometimes I wonder. And you probably wonder too. I can see that. So it was cringy, but if they need extra credit, I will do that. And that's another thing I've been doing on quarantine. So at the very beginning of this quarantine, my cousin basically got a lot of home math homework, like always to do. And this was like a part that her teacher didn't teach her well. But guess what? Who already is a year ahead of her and knows all of it? Me. So I helped her out with that a lot at the beginning of quarantine. And it basically was like long. But it's okay, because if they need help, I will help them. This is starting to feel like my interview. But yes, I did do that. And then I also did that video. I do play a lot of Roblox with her. Actually, there's even videos with her, her sister, and then my grandparents, my aunt. And they're basically all my California vlogs. You can find them easily. I've got a ton of them. Like, probably over 20 vlogs in California, because there were some from when I uploaded every day, every other day, every week. I've gone through a lot of uploading. So there's like just a ton of videos on California. And I also go to this thing called Green Lake, Wisconsin. And it's just this place where you go. And it's a big city. And there they have this music thing where you sing. So I just thought, okay, let me record that. That was actually some of my first videos were taken there, because I started my channel in June and that was in July. So yes, those were some of my first videos too. But I have them from that year and then the most recent year. And I'm sadly, I might not be able to go this year because Corona sometimes cancels everything, right? I know, I understand. But I mean, I guess I understand, because also that why we shouldn't go, because that conference is mostly old people. I'm not trying to be offensive in any way, but it is. Most of the people that go there are older, and then it's their kids who sing, and they sing. I also do bells, and I go, bells. I honestly don't even remember. It's been so long, like a whole year since I've done bells. So boom, boom. I remember you go all the way around. Stop it. All the way around. Stop it. Woo. Oh my gosh, do I have a story. Okay, so noted. This is my first time I've done bells in over 2 years. Over 2 years. Not quite 3. And I'm like not good. I am not good at bells at all. No, not good. Okay, that didn't sound good. I thought it would sound better in my head. So I'm not good. My cousin, I mean, I'm going to be honest. She knows we're both pretty bad. So, oh, this story gets better and better now I'm thinking of it. So there's this one girl in our bells class, and she's very good, very experienced in bells, does it at home. So she basically, what she does is she highlights every single part of her music where she does bells, where she goes boom, boom, you know, the whole bells kind of thing. I'm just trying to make this interesting. And so me and my cousin were struggling massively. Like, the song is like what? I don't even know. And we just don't know. Everyone else is doing fine. And they're like, oh, yeah, this music might be too hard for you. So there really isn't a group below our group to do bells. There's only that group and the group above us. The group above us, everyone had like 4 bells in this hand. One huge bell in this hand, they would go. And it was kind of crazy. They're really good. And basically the people in our group were really good too. So they made our music easier. And this girl who highlights her every time she does bells, that night she stayed up till 3 a.m. highlighting every part, and we switched music. She was not happy. But whatever. It's fine. Because she still did good. So good job for them. And yeah, we're basically just not that good at bells. Me and my cousin, it's like something we do. There's actually an option. You don't have to do bells. It's about an hour, and instead you can have an hour of free time. But we're like, while we're here, we might as well do bells. So I just think it's kind of a fun thing to try for once. It's very interesting, and most of that time we're singing for like 7 hours a day. So there really is not much break time, and we decide to do bells. So yeah, that might show you that it is kind of fun. But I don't know, we're not good. I don't think we ever will be, because we only get to practice one time a year. So how good can you get in 1 week a year? Not very. You literally have 7 sessions, maybe 6, maybe 5 even. It just all depends. Bells, it's a fun thing. And we had a concert for it too. But, you know, whatever. Fun. And I'm going to add some more to the story. So this isn't necessarily all about the bells now. So I was going through my old video, and I saw this one video. It's like my solo. So I look at it. It's from this singing thing. So I'm like, okay. And I didn't remember. I actually did have a solo. It wasn't technically one. It was kind of a duet. You went up to the mic and said, like, you sang like 4 words. So was it a solo? No. Was it a duet? Barely. So it wasn't a long thing. Unlike my choir, where I had to sing the entire song myself. That was a solo. I will never show you that video. There is 0 chance you're seeing my video of singing. If this video goes viral, if this video gets 1,000 views, I will show you the video. Only if it gets 1,000 views. So you better share it, because you want to see that video. It's real bad. Real bad. Anyway, I would show it to you at 1,000 views, so if you get it there. Obviously not in like 5 years or something, but in a realistic time. And it's just kind of something that was interesting, and I was like watching it. I'm like, the girl I did the solo with looks familiar. So I watch it again, and I'm like, that girl's in my group now. I didn't notice, but we went from 3 years ago to last July, and we didn't think we knew each other. Well, I knew her that a few years ago. And I was like, oh. Actually, I think she brought up that she knew me. Like, she said my name, and when I wasn't wearing my name tag, I was like, sketchy? Yes. But now I remember why. So it's just kind of something funny, like, I can't believe I completely forgot about that. Now I remember it, but, like, clearly. I'm glad I recorded it, you know? Now I can go back and see my life. Maybe one day I'll be looking at this video, and I'll be like, Wow, that was cringy. I wish I would never have taken that video. I wish it wouldn't have hit 1,000 views and I had to release a video of me singing. Just saying. Anyway, it's just kind of funny to watch old videos and be like, that was cringy. Even though today, I mean, I don't think this is that cringy. Is it a little cringy? More than usual. And my usual is pretty cringy. But it's more because I can't edit at all. And there's like times where I'm just running sentences and I don't know what I'm doing. But I just don't want it to be silent for an entire minute. So, I don't know. I just don't. I said I don't know about 80 times in the span of this hour. I guess I don't know. I'm like one of those YouTubers who says the same phrase like a million times in like 10 hours. And they do like the counter. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And it like sounds weird at one point. It just sounds like, I don't know. I feel like it's like that because I've said it so many times. Anyway, what about, we are almost there. We are so close. I started this video at 11:16 p.m. It is 12:12 a.m., which means we have 4 minutes. I might make it a little longer because I don't remember exactly what time it was. And if it's under an hour, that's not good. It needs to be over, if anything. So I'm going to go for another 8 minutes. You have to bear with me for 8 more minutes. So let's go to a story from, oh, wow. Okay, heavily loaded story. So I used to be in this camp. So there's basically a gym by us. And they would also do daycare. And we did this daycare a long time ago. Little did I know at the time, I was really young. It was super expensive. Not worth it. Not at all. And even though it was super expensive, not very fun. And the food, not very good. And you had to pay extra. So, not surprised. Even if you're a member, you still pay a ton. You pay a little less, but you pay a lot. And it was one day, and we were doing this thing called, oh, I can't think about it. I don't remember. Oh, gosh. I honestly don't remember what it's called. But it's basically this game where you hit a ball into squares. I'm sure it is a very simple name, and I just can't think of it. But we were playing it, and I'm like waiting. Basically, you get out if the ball lands in your square and then goes out, kind of like tennis. You need to hit that back into someone else's square so you don't get out. And it goes, it basically goes like king, queen, jack. I want to say 10, but it's probably not 10. Oh, ace, king, queen, jack. That's what it would do. So basically, if you're the ace, you start off the serve and you make up the rules. So you can make a rule like cherry bomb, where you throw it down. I always think that cherry bomb. I know. I just think about that every time. So we were playing, and I remember I got like hit in the face twice. And like, this is sketchy. Same person hit me in the face twice with the ball in a very short amount of period of time. Like, I guess if it was weeks apart and they're not very good, I could see it. But the thing is, they were really good. And they were like the ace, the best thing you could be most of the time. So I'm like, okay, I don't know why. And I ended up writing an essay on them in like 5th grade. I wrote an essay on them. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was like, you have to stand up to your bullies or something. I don't even know what happened. I don't think they were bullying me. I have never been bullied. I don't think they were in any way, but I don't know. I used it as an essay. I've done a lot of essays. A lot. And yeah, I mean, that camp has a lot of stories. I basically got pretty good at swimming there, rock climbed there. I fell off the rock climbing wall. Oh my gosh. What about a very, 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 very throwback story when I was like this young? So I'm super young and I'm like, maybe this is 7 years ago. And I'm climbing this wall. I climb it super fast. I have this harness on. But I get to the top and I'm freaking out. I've never climbed this wall before, and I didn't know you just kick off to go down. Why? I don't know. In real life, you usually don't just jump off of a platform and hope you land safely on the ground. So at the time, I'm thinking, I'm about to die. So I sit up there, and I'm like, I can't get down. And I'm freaking out, and eventually, I just kick myself down. And I think I was freaking out because I thought they wanted me to like fly to my death or something. Like, seriously, you don't think they've done this with 18,000 people? I don't know. I've done a lot of rock climbing walls in my day now, and they hurt your hands. I need to get the gloves or something, even though I don't do it that often. And we did that at the camp too. And that, I mean, it's just kind of interesting to think about these stories that I completely forgot. And, like, sometimes I have the weirdest dreams. I made this one video where I talked about one, but, like, last night I had a dream that we were getting bombed, and someone was also trying to stab me. And I jumped through a window. It was probably from this TikTok where I saw where this girl got locked out of her house and she had to break through a window to get back in, and then she, like, the glass broke on her fist. But come on. You punched the window? You don't think the glass is going to go get you all stitched up? They actually did get stitches. Like, you don't think that. I don't know. I wish this app would tell me how long I've been recording for. But I think we are almost there. Like, I'm going to give it 2 more minutes maybe. And I'm just like, so somehow this got in my dream. And I'm like, I mean, it's a nightmare technically. People were trying to nuke us. People were trying to stab us. Like, my cousin was in the dream at one point. I don't know why. Just random. I talked to them earlier that day. Probably why. And it's just like a bunch of stuff happens in my dreams that I have no idea why. I did an app before, but it's like too much to keep track of. I don't remember most of the time, only if they're like very weird. Like that one I remember, but I'm probably not going to remember that dream in 3 days. Like, that's the kind of thing. But at least I can watch this video. If you're watching this part of the video, write the hour, gang. Because I think we're there. I'm not 100% sure. Please say we're there. Please. Anyway, if we're not, we're 2 minutes away. So, let's keep going. What about one more thing? What is one... Oh, I could say something interesting. So, through all of this, I've been starting to play poker more. And I basically have this app. It's called PP Poker. And it's like just this app where you enter in tournaments and stuff. And I won. I mean, I didn't win, but I got like 20th, which means you got the money in the app, not real money. I got 20th in a tournament of 1,000. So like the top, wait, now I gotta think about it. 5% would be 200. No. Yes? No. It wouldn't be. That'd be, wait, how many people were in it? I'm not doing good at math right now. 1 second. 1,000 divided by... I was in the top 0.5%, right? What's 1,000? I know, I'm doing math right now. Like, what? No, I mean... Wait, 2 decimals. Yes. No. Not quite. I was in the top 0.02%. Okay, that's what I was in. So, I mean, not bad. And I've just been playing poker a lot, like learning the strategy, because I think it's kind of fun. And I play a lot of euchre in my family just because we do. And I think it's just kind of fun to mix it up. So, I believe we've hit the hour mark. If we haven't, I'll just continue it with a cut, which wouldn't be good. But I think we have hit it. So, thank you for watching my video. I really hope when I hit stop, this video saves. Because if I just talked for 1 hour to nobody, I'm going to be very upset. So, I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you next Friday, where I won't be talking to you for an hour straight. Bye, schoolers.